Stop waiting. Seriously, just pause for a moment and consider all the times you've put something off, waiting for the right moment. Seriously, it's time to break free from that cycle. Just stop. End the endless loop of procrastination. Most of us fall into the trap of thinking we need motivation before we act. We believe that the perfect spark of inspiration will suddenly ignite within us, propelling us forward. We wait for inspiration, telling ourselves, "I'll do it when I feel like it." We convince ourselves that the task at hand requires a specific mood or feeling, a surge of enthusiasm that will make the process effortless. But that feeling rarely just appears. It's like waiting for a guest who never RSVP'd. Waiting for motivation is like waiting for a perfect wave that might never come. You're left standing on the shore, watching opportunities pass you by. You're putting your goals on hold for a feeling that's unreliable. It's a gamble with your own potential. The truth? Motivation doesn't come first, action does. It's the spark that ignites the engine. Think about how often you've waited to feel ready, only to find that ready never arrives. The perfect moment is a myth. It's not laziness, it's a flawed belief. It's a misunderstanding of how motivation truly works. Emotions are fickle, relying on them keeps you stuck. You'll be forever at the mercy of your ever-changing feelings. Here's the shift. Action creates motivation. It's a positive feedback loop. When you take even a tiny step, you build momentum. That small step turns into a snowball rolling downhill. That action signals your brain, "I'm doing something," and your energy follows. It's like a switch flips, and suddenly you have the drive to continue. The magic isn't in waiting, it's in starting, however small. That initial push is all it takes. If you want to achieve anything, act first. Take the initiative. Don't wait for the perfect mood or circumstances. Life rarely presents ideal conditions. The comfort zone feels safe, but nothing grows there. It's a place of stagnation. Step out. Challenge the old belief. Rewrite the narrative you've been telling yourself. Prove to yourself you can create your own motivation. Starting now with one simple action. It could be anything, no matter how small. The power isn't in the feeling, it's in the doing. It's in taking control and shaping your own destiny. Inertia is powerful. It's a fundamental force that affects everything, including our own minds and bodies. It's the resistance to change, the tendency to remain in the same state, whether that state is rest or motion. An object at rest stays at rest, and so do we. This is why starting something new or breaking out of a routine can feel so incredibly difficult. It's not just a lack of willpower, it's physics. Your brain wants to conserve energy, it's wired to be efficient. So it throws up doubts, magnifies tasks, and whispers reasons why you should just stay put. It exaggerates the effort required and downplays the potential rewards. This is the inertia trap. It's that feeling of being stuck, unable to move forward, even when you know what you need to do. Feeling stuck, overwhelmed, paralyzed by the sheer weight of what you need to accomplish. Like starting is pushing a boulder uphill, a monumental effort that seems almost impossible. It's not a sign you can't do it. It doesn't mean you're incapable or weak. It's just your brain trying to keep you still, conserving precious energy by avoiding the perceived threat of change. Waiting for motivation feeds this inertia, allowing it to take root and strengthen its hold, making the boulder heavier, the task more daunting, and the feeling of being stuck even more profound. Motivation is a result of action, not the cause. It's the spark that ignites after you've already started moving. Think of starting a car with a flat battery. It's lifeless, unresponsive, and going nowhere on its own. You need a jump start, an external force to provide the initial surge of energy needed to get the engine turning. Action is your jump start. It's the external force that overcomes inertia and gets you moving. Even throwing off the covers and putting your feet on the floor, a seemingly insignificant act, breaks the spell. It disrupts the pattern of inactivity and signals to your brain that you're ready to move. The hardest part is always the first move. Overcoming that initial resistance is the biggest hurdle. Waiting for resistance to vanish is a losing strategy. It's like waiting for the boulder to roll uphill on its own. Recognize inertia for what it is, a powerful force but not an insurmountable one. A natural tendency, not a flaw. It's part of being human, not a personal failing. Stop blaming yourself for feeling unmotivated. It's not a character defect, it's simply inertia at play. Outsmart your brain by understanding its tricks and tendencies. Acknowledge resistance, recognize it for what it is, then act anyway. Don't wait for the feeling to disappear. Action is the antidote to feeling stuck. It's the key to unlocking your potential and breaking free from the inertia trap. Move first and motivation will follow. Start small, build momentum, and watch as the boulder starts to roll. Your brain is always adapting. This is neuroplasticity. When you act, especially against resistance, you forge new neural pathways. The first time is tough, but each time gets easier. Completing even a tiny task releases dopamine, the brain's reward chemical. That little hit feels good and encourages you to repeat the action. This creates a positive feedback loop. Action leads to reward, which leads to more action. You move from waiting for motivation to generating it. It's like turning on a light in a dark room. Action illuminates the path. Your brain starts associating tasks with accomplishment, not dread. You're not a victim of your moods. You can control your brain's reward system. Every time you act, you strengthen your action muscle. You're building a more motivated version of yourself from the inside out. The more you do, the easier it becomes. Small wins are powerful motivators. Our brains crave progress no matter how minor. Each small success is proof you're moving forward. Facing a huge task is paralyzing, but breaking it into tiny steps creates achievable wins. Clean one shelf, write one paragraph, walk 5 minutes, each is a win. That win gives you a dopamine boost and confidence. Small wins snowball, making the next step easier. Motivation builds gradually, not in a sudden burst. You become your own source of motivation by stacking evidence of your progress. Focus on the next tiny action, not the daunting end goal. Celebrate each completion, however small. This isn't lowering standards, it's smart psychology. Feed your brain a steady diet of small accomplishments. That's how you build deep, resilient motivation. So how do you start when you feel uninspired? Make starting ridiculously easy. Use the 5-minute or 2-minute rule. Tell yourself you only have to do the task for 5 minutes. Set a timer. Often you'll keep going once you start. Break tasks into the smallest possible steps. Open your laptop, write one sentence, put one dish away. Make the first action so tiny your brain can't object. Visualize the start, not the whole mountain. Just put on your hiking boots. Focus on the first physical movement like putting on gym clothes. Reduce mental friction by committing only to the first effortless action. Use a countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then move. This interrupts hesitation and prompts action. Don't give your brain time to talk you out of it. The goal is to get past the ignition point. Once you're moving, motivation will catch up. Start small, and let action do the rest. Let's make this real with everyday examples. Studying? Don't wait for the mood, just open your textbook or read one paragraph. That small act often breaks the mental block. Exercise? Forget the grueling workout, just put on your trainers. Walk to your front door, then maybe down the street. That first step sparks accomplishment and makes it easier next time. Cleaning? Don't tackle the whole room, clear one surface or put away 5 items. Each small action creates a visual win and momentum. The principle is simple: identify the smallest step, take it, and let action build. This isn't about grand gestures, it's about consistent small actions. Everyday victories add up to big changes. Whether it's a phone call, a new hobby, or a tough conversation, start with the tiniest action. Don't wait for the feeling. Create it through doing. Action first, motivation follows. The more you act, the easier it gets. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start now. Meet Sarah. She's just like you and me, filled with dreams and aspirations. She dreamed of an online bakery, a place where she could share her delicious creations with the world. She envisioned beautifully decorated cakes, perfectly baked cookies, and satisfied customers singing her praises. But the sheer scope of the project paralyzed her with overwhelm. The website, the recipes, the marketing, the finances, it all seemed too much. Then one day she stumbled upon a simple yet profound idea. Action creates motivation. It was a light bulb moment. So instead of planning and strategizing endlessly, she decided to take a small step. She baked one batch of cookies for her friends. The feedback was overwhelmingly positive. Her friends raved about the taste and texture, showering her with compliments. That small win gave her the energy and confidence to tackle the next step, researching a suitable selling platform. She felt a renewed sense of purpose. One tiny action after another, she chipped away at her grand vision. Each step, no matter how small, propelled her forward, and now, her online bakery thrives, bringing joy to customers far and wide. It all started with that single batch of cookies, a testament to the power of small beginnings, not a sudden burst of motivation. Mark, on the other hand, desperately wanted to get fit, to feel healthier and more energetic. But he kept putting it off, telling himself he'd start tomorrow. One day, he decided to make a small change. He walked to the shop instead of driving, a simple decision that would alter his life. The next day, feeling a little more energized, he walked a little further, exploring a nearby park. That small increase in activity led to a 5-minute workout at home, then gradually more challenging routines. A year later, fueled by consistent action, he proudly ran his first 5K race. His fitness journey began with that short walk, a single step forward, not a sudden surge of motivation. Maria, a diligent student, found herself paralyzed by the daunting task of writing her research paper. The blank page seemed to mock her. She decided to break the task down. She started by simply writing one sentence, any sentence, just to get the ball rolling. Then, she challenged herself to find just one relevant source, then another, slowly building her foundation of knowledge. Each small action, each sentence written, each source found, chipped away at her initial resistance and boosted her confidence. Eventually, she finished the paper, a testament to her perseverance. She didn't finish because motivation magically appeared, but because she forced herself to take those first tiny steps, even when she didn't feel like it. These aren't superhumans with extraordinary willpower. They're ordinary people, just like you and me, who stopped waiting for the perfect moment and started doing, one small step at a time. They broke down their big, overwhelming goals into manageable, bite-sized steps and focused on taking action, rather than waiting for the right feeling. And in the process of doing, they discovered the motivation they thought they lacked, a powerful lesson learned through experience. Their journeys serve as a powerful reminder that big achievements are rarely the result of sudden inspiration, but rather the culmination of small, consistent actions taken over time. You don't need to feel inspired, energized, or even particularly enthusiastic to start. You just need to take that first step, no matter how small. Action is the spark that ignites the flame of motivation. Start small, so small it feels almost insignificant, and let the momentum build, slowly but surely, like a snowball, gathering size and speed as it rolls downhill. Remember, the path to achieving big things is always paved with tiny, consistent steps. Don't wait for inspiration to strike. Let it find you in the midst of taking action, in the process of moving forward. Begin now, not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. Once you start, the next challenge is keeping momentum. Think of a flywheel, hard to start but easier to keep spinning. Initial actions build momentum. Consistent actions keep it going. Soon, acting feels easier than stopping. Consistency is your ally. Take small actions regularly, even daily, even 15 minutes a day adds up. Make action a habit. Habits require less willpower. Celebrate progress, no matter how small. Acknowledge your wins. They reinforce the positive feedback loop. Don't let setbacks derail you. Everyone has off days. If you miss a step, get back on track quickly. Forgive yourself, and refocus on the next action. Momentum is resilient if you keep moving. That's how you keep progress rolling. Here's the truth. You don't need to wait for motivation. You have the power to create it. Action is the spark. Waiting puts your life on hold. Acting moves you forward. The choice is yours. Think of something you want to achieve, big or small. What's the smallest action you can take toward it? Not tomorrow, now. Open the book, write the email, put on your shoes, make the call. It might feel uncomfortable, but you can push through for a few seconds. This isn't about a grand leap. It's about starting. Every action strengthens your self-trust and resilience. You become someone who does, not just dreams. Your future self will thank you for these first small steps. Don't wait for a feeling. Create your reality. Stop waiting. Start doing. Your moment is now. Take the first step. Go.